Welcome, everyone. This is Pound Deals, and you're listening to LOTRO Players News, where we take a look at latest news in LOTRO and hear LOTRO players. And this week, I'm joined by Krister
Hello.
and Cinders.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. And are you ready for an exciting week of LOTRO Players News?
Yes.
Then tune in next week when we might get a chance to do the report.
You got me fine.
Yeah, because this week, I'm afraid, pretty much the same thing I said last week. We were hoping that there would have been a first round of Update 43 beta. I think I said that I was expecting it the last 2 weeks, so I just hope I don't have 3 weeks in a row where I'm wrong in saying that next week. We're expecting the first round of the beta for Update 43 because Update 43 is going to including the raid, and we'll need some time in order to get that tested, especially when you consider that the raid is a 6-boss raid.
What?
Feels like they have. It immediately feels like they have too much middle management. This raid.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yes.
What is it? Is one? Is the end boss for one wing? Oh, actually, that's right. There are 3 wings to this. So is there going to be one for Ozagar, one for Nicasia, one for the
did you mention that if it was the bureaucracy too, is that you couldn't even attack this boss until you got paperwork from another boss, signed by another boss, and then stamped by one other one?
Anyway, we'll just have to find out what's going on in there, but maybe next week they'll finally have something ready for us to test so we can find out what this quality of life improvement update is supposed to be and have some idea what's going on for the new raid. But we're going to have to wait another week. I hope only one more week, because I was thinking that they're trying to get things out by the 17th, but or something like that. Or is that the 19th? Let's see. What's
Unfortunately, that could mean a couple more weeks too.
19? Yeah, because I think they're planning on release on the 19th, and well, the next week would be 3 weeks before that. So that's rather tight for a 6-boss raid, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll do test one wing a week.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. In any case, for Update 43, still not quite yet to the beta stage. We're hoping they get that very, very soon. But what is planned for next week is Update 42.4. So at least we'll have some release notes to read, because Update 42.4 is expected to release next week. And the only thing that I know for sure is in it is that's when they're going to be turning off the Yule Hobbit presents, because they've been on a pretty long time. So,
yeah, but hey, come on, think about this though. Wait, so what was the coolest thing? The coolest thing that my mom ever did, not ever did, but one of the cool things she did is every once in a while, she served breakfast for dinner. And so, what getting more Christmas presents when it's not Christmas be kind of like breakfast for dinner? I'm kind of thinking it. That'd be cool. Celebrate Christmas not the Christmas music, but I could get presents all year long and be quite happy with it.
Well, any case, so they are expecting a small update next week to handle probably some bugs and stuff like that, but also to turn off the Yule. And also, I believe that that's when they're going to be turning Myrtle Mint back on, where she's going to be returning, because they'll have stuff for her to have new in her inventory. We'll find out what the truth is probably in the middle of next week. But that's it for the game news this week. It was a rather quiet week. Even Cordovan was off this week because I think he had other things to work with, so he couldn't do his usual show this week. Well, of course, we do have store sales and Cinders. What's on sale this week?
So, you can find your Shadowfax and get 15% off of select war steeds and mounts, riding skills, select war steed cosmetics, movement speed buffs through January 30th. And the weekly coupon is Universal Ingredient Pack times 1 with coupon code Spark of Inspiration, no spaces, now through January 30th.
Whee!
See, I feel like we're in the eye of the release note hurricane. And right now it's just perfectly calm. But I have a feeling that maybe, just maybe, there's like a 4 to 10 hour session coming up in the next couple times. So I'm just going to
Well,
store up on my caffeine.
yeah, when you consider that next week we'll have the 42.4 release notes, and then assuming the beta schedule goes, well, I was going to say as planned, but I think it's already late. Assuming we do have a beta next week, then there will be the release notes for that. So I could do an abridged version for the beta release notes, since full release notes will come when they have the actual release in any case.
Well, I would think it would be far more interesting if you converted the release notes into interpretive dance.
But then all the viewers would miss out on it if it was interpretive dance because they can't see us.
Well, then maybe we should log our characters on and they could do the interpretive dance. We could record it.
We would need an interpretive dance that only uses the dances within LOTRO then.
That would be easy enough, especially if you got
it's
all
so
the different
beautiful.
gender, the different races to do their special ones too. So you have the high elves just doing ballet.
And then at the end of it all, that everybody could do the dramatic death.
The dramatic defeat. Oh yeah.
Dramatic defeat. That's right.
All right.
I've seen the future.
Let's then have a look at the news outside of LOTRO, where you could journey back to Middle-earth with The Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship, which is a game by, by Matt Leacock. Woo! Now that's a big name, and there's by Z-Man Games, licensed, of course, by Middle-earth Enterprises. And go ready to embark on a perilous quest. Z-Man Games is bringing you The Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship, a thrilling cooperative strategy game designed by the creator of Pandemic, Matt Leacock. Based on J.R.R. Tolkien's epic trilogy, this game casts you in as the heroes of Middle-earth, united in a desperate struggle against the encroaching shadow. The quest begins in The Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. Your primary objective is twofold: to defend your haven, protect your strongholds from the relentless onslaught of the Nazgul and the growing darkness, and guide Frodo to Mount Doom, aid the Hobbit in his perilous journey to destroy the One Ring and save Middle-earth. The dynamic challenges include: the cooperative game features a dynamic objective system, ensuring a unique and challenging experience each time that you play. It comes with 169 cards, 13 characters, figures, 9 Nazgul miniatures, because you always need 9 for the Nazgul, 10 dice, 83 troop tokens, 43 other tokens, 1 game board, and a dice tower, which looks a little bit like Barad-dûr. Okay, maybe a whole lot like Barad-dûr, or at least as much as you can in a dice tower shape. This is for 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up. The release date is on June 6th. So prepare for the adventure. Whether you're a seasoned board game enthusiast or a newcomer to the world of Tolkien, The Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship offers a captivating and challenging experience. Gather your companions, face the darkness, and strive to save Middle-earth. I don't know whether that was from the people trying from Z-Man Games, or if that was Drac who had that last paragraph in there. But anyway, there's it. The Fellowship of the Fate of the Fellowship, and we could help to decide that. Okay, we'll see. So that's June 6th. That's a little bit in the future, I guess. A few months. I hope that we have a couple of updates to this game before then.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Definitely a board gamer. So,
All right. Then we can see that. Then I don't know if you've ever played any Matt Leacock games.
well, if I have, I didn't know that he made them. So if I probably know the title. If there were, if he gave me a couple titles.
Well, his most famous one, as it said in the article, is Pandemic.
Oh,
So,
oh, I haven't played that, but I know Pandemic. So,
right.
okay, okay. Well, then I'm looking forward to this. This should be pretty cool.
Okay. So at
Now,
least it's something.
the real question
Yeah.
is he going to be able to accurately reflect the filth and goo industry that has been built in the in the Lord of the Rings online?
I have a feeling he might gloss that one because there's only so much that you can simulate during the board game.
But it feels like it's an important aspect of the culture. No,
Maybe we
just
should.
all kidding aside, that actually sounds right up my alley. So,
All right. We'll have to revisit this in a few months. Meanwhile, let's go and look at our last week in gaming. Krister, what were you up to?
it was work and an incredibly disruptive sleep schedule. So this last week has just been pure chaos, but somehow I'm enjoying myself. But I've just been disrupted in every single way. The main thing with LOTRO is I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to. But it's been interesting kind of seeing the buzz going back and forth of people talking about the new servers, the server moves, like we were talking earlier, looking at people committing, the kins committing to moving to particular servers when they're available. As far as I can tell, everybody seems to be uh, pretty looking forward to it, basically. So I think that, like all the speculation about all the housing and everything, I think that's kind of calmed down a bit. So just looking forward to seeing when all of this is going to occur. When we're going
Oh
to be able
yeah,
to do reservations and stuff. And
that could make things really wild if on top of the stuff I already said that is expected next week, where the beta, we hope the first beta plus a minor update, if they have, oh, while we're at it, we are going to throw in an FAQ about the move.
you
So
got a good point, because you would think that that would be a lot of information when they're finally released that. So,
yeah,
oh my
that's
god,
why
see,
it's
that's
taking
what I'm
time.
talking about. We're in the eye of the release note hurricane, and so it's all good. Now that we've said it, it's all going to hit at once. It's going to be bada boom.
It's going to all hit at once. It'll like the
I'm terrified that you're going to start out by, okay, so now volume one of the release notes is uh
that's
so
I might just do if that really happens, I might just do highlights of the beta release notes simply because, well, we can save the details for when the actual release happens.
I'm looking forward to that, because I think it would be really funny if it was just an overwhelming amount of information that we have to deal with at once. So, but other than that, I got played a little bit of ESO, a little bit of Starcom Nexus, and I decided to continue to do my non-Lotro war steed driving training by playing a little GTA 5 too. So that was my week in chaos. I mean, my week in gaming. Cinders, what were you up to?
Well, I have my character ready to go to Malhalla in Dragon Quest Builders 2. So I've been putting that off until I had a chance to actually really run through it, because it is probably my least favorite area of all of them um, in the game. And so I've put it off, but I really want Malroth back with me, so that means I'm gonna have to go to Malhalla to save him. And then I completed the newest storyline in Lotro with Pine Leaf. And then we also completed the deeds in the newest area, and I got help not just from Pine Leaf, but also from Finior and Nymphlonius for getting me to the top of the Watcher so that I could roar and be able to check that off the deeds as well. So I've been very busy on the few days that I've gotten to play. Pine Leaf, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Okay, first off, my warden prepared for a battle, and now I'm in the midst of one with my warden. My runekeeper, as Cinders just said, uh, finished up things in the new area, where in fact we've managed to finish up every single deed I know about in the Legacy of Morgoth. I mean, even that hidden deed of roaring on the Watcher is complete on there. So unless there's a hidden deed that no one's figured out yet, we finished a complete clean deed log. Is I think we saw one for briefly for Umbari, because I think we managed to clear out the entire deed log before they added all that Umbar Mulk stuff in there.
Yep, and so we still need to finish Umbar Mok. Um, but we we need some help with the spirits, the water spirits, and so
Oh yeah, those water spirits, right? Because the fellowship, they have a fellowship area in there, and most of the dark waters are in that area, which is
yes.
designed for fellowships.
And
So
after like the third
yeah,
time Pine Leaf died and I almost died, we decided we needed backup before we continued.
yeah.
So,
Anyway, the devs have been saying that that place is designed for, for at least 3 people, and boy, are they right.
yes, we did
Um,
okay, except we kept running into rare elite masters, and that just messed everybody up. So,
Yeah,
I will be sending out some more SOSs as we go throughout the next couple weeks, trying to get help to get through that because it's kind of bugging me now that it's not done. So
yeah. We'll see if we can find somebody who has been through the same troubles and trials and tribulations. Maybe someone from Midgard or from Chloe will.
take pity on us and help
Yes,
us.
maybe they need it too.
and that's probably exactly what you'll find. So
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah. And my burglar joined Friday Night Fights this week, and we did a flight to the Lonely Mountain, and actually managed to finish that one. And we followed that with a pair of skirmish raids. So that all seemed to work out well enough. So that concludes my weekend gaming this week. So let's see if we have anything in the email list. No, I do not see any emails this week. But if you like send one, you could send an email to podcast@lotrplayers.com. The Players Alliance has 2 shows. On Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we record Lotra Players News, and we record DDO Players News when Drac is available. You guys join our shows at lotraplayers.com/live. And that's all for this week. And this is Pine Needles reminding you to skirmish responsibly.